other and more details visible. I will show you 4 different levels, out of the over 3,000 enhancements I made. If you did not see the machine yet, maybe these images will change that. Have you ever wondered where these weird, horseshoe shadows came from? Well, here is the answer. The horseshoe appears to be a part of the machine, which casts its shadow on the moon's surface. Underneath the front of the machine, we see this odd-looking thing. In my view, this is some kind of suction unit, or a device, that can spray chemicals. I will come with an explanation for this theory later in this presentation. First, let us examine the suction unit. The lower part of the unit looks square, and there is a large hole in it. In the back, there might be 2 more units. Next to the suction unit, we see 2 strange-looking objects, of which one appears to have multiple legs, and maybe this is my imagination, but I recognize the shape of a Scorpio. Could this be a much smaller machine, standing on the surface? Small is relative, as this little machine is almost 1 kilometer in length. Or are we watching something natural, and this is just a bunch of rocks, and our fantasy is running wild? I tried to make a better enhancement, but this is the best I could make of it. The human eye is built to pick up light intensity and colors, but with the machine in grayscale, for some of you it may not yet be visible. A color image would be the best solution, but these images do not exist, or were never made accessible, so where do we get it? There is a way to create colors in a grayscale image, by using a free software called RGB lights. So, how does it work? First, we create from one image a few new images, all equal in size, but with different scale and contrast levels. Then we load these images into the software. One image for each color. The software will join the images and create a new single RGB image. Second step is to separate colors from our RGB image through equalizing. For that special processing, I used Helicon Filter version 4.9.3, which is free software. The process is very simple, and it does not require specific skills. 1. Use the sliders to set the level of saturation. 2. Use the equalizer to select the color tones you wish to see in your image. 3. Select the spectrum sensitivity, and finally step 4 is to use the equalizer to reject the colors from the image you do not wish to see. After the gray to color conversion and the equalization process, we are left with an image with artificially created colors, and the result is unbelievable, as these samples show. minerals, and ores, change color when they are exposed to chemicals. On Earth, we use a combination of acidic solutions and high electrical discharge to extract rare elements. Could this explain transient lunar phenomena, as descriptions mention lightning on the moon, vapors in all colors, smoky mist and moving glows? How else would a highly advanced, extraterrestrial civilization excavate the moon? They cannot extract minerals and metals by beaming it from the rocks. They must have technical limitations as well, despite incredible size machines. The floor of the smaller crater shows many different colors, and perhaps we see the result of chemical processing. Colors of the moon's surface vary, and from Clementine we know that regolith, in and around the Zeeman crater, has a light orange tone. I did some RGB experiments, and managed to find this specific color, in combination with the copper color machine. So is this the original color? After the color conversion, we see right below the machine a few small light blue areas. Do these areas contain fluids? Are we witnessing the excavation of the moon? We know that during chemical extraction, materials change color, and gases are formed. Underneath the machine, the area looks foggy. Is that because of chemical vapor? In the Clementine song, the number 9 written on asteroid geographos refers to the size of Clementine's shoes. And her shoes were number 9. Shoe size on an asteroid? Shoe size has nothing to do with it. The pound or hash sign, usually attached to a keyword or phrase, identifies a message on a particular topic. In China, the number 9 is connected with Chinese dragons. Chinese dragons are described in terms of 9 attributes. Their skin is covered with 117 scales, 13 times 9, of which 81, 9 times 9, are yang, positive, and 36, 4 times 9, are yin, negative, or reversed. The number 9 is connected with Chinese dragons? That is interesting, but so is this. Look at the sketch that we found on the logo. Does that look familiar? No? Then you probably are not Chinese, as the shape of this object comes back in Chinese characters. After we rotated the image, we see that the Chinese characters pretty much look like the sketch. Especially the Chinese dragon seal.